Okay, so hi, my name is Georgina. I'm from West Lothian Council. I deliver behavior change, sustainable behavior change engagement as part of what I work directly with secondary schools. I'm actually standing in today for the waste education officer who couldn't be with us today. And I've got some slides and I'm going to try and talk about what she does, even though I'm not an expert, so bear with me. Let's see. Yeah, so basically West Lothian Council has a dedicated waste education department. We've recently set up a website, which is very exciting, which kind of compiles all the resources that we offer, and it's kind of a platform for information for schools who want to offer waste education. They can go there and find anything they need. So we offer a bunch of free waste education resources to all of our schools. Here's a list of things. I can't talk about them in detail because I don't do them, but there's waste auditing, compost in a bottle, wormery challenge, paper making, and yeah, kind of curriculum, assembly presentations, lesson plans, that kind of thing. And they're all available free to all our schools. And what she's done here, she's made a little slide of problems and solutions, common problems and solutions, which I think is quite good. So, yeah, difficulty in making contact with senior education officers and just with schools in general, which is something that I often deal with as well. So, you know, as to the first point, kind of seize the opportunity. If you bump into someone, chat them up. Any opportunity you get, basically, to engage with education staff, seize that because they're rare. In terms of engaging with schools specifically, yeah, what they've done is kind of delivered posters to all the schools that have the information. The information can go up in the staff room so that whoever happens to be dealing with eco schools or wants to deliver anything related to waste can find that information and access it easily rather than trying to just outreach to schools, also giving them the opportunity to reach back to the waste education department. In terms of lack of resource and staff, they've developed lending kits so that schools can kind of take the resources and deliver them themselves, and they also have instructions and CPD sessions as part of that. In terms of health and safety, they've liaised with health and safety in order to make sure that everything is up to par. In terms of procurement, yes, procurement is always an issue. As we know, it takes forever, so her advice is just to give it plenty of time. So in terms of future aims, the Waste Education Department are developing more lending kits and workshops. They're developing waste journey videos. I think that's really cool, that are specific to West Lothian, so you know, that gives schools a sort of topical thing to engage with. They're looking at getting their resources approved by EcoSchools Scotland. They're hiring extra staff. They're developing specific waste signage for the schools and also hiring trade waste officers to provide waste management advice and support to schools. So hopefully that made sense on the waste education side. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do with the schools. So I deliver Green Impact, which is a broader sustainability engagement framework for schools. And as part of that, waste is part of the broader sustainability agenda. So waste is one of the things that I deal with. The way that Green Impact works is that it's an online workbook of specific actions that everyone at the school can do to promote sustainability. So I've got an example of some of the actions that are in the workbook there. So it's really small, achievable things, and the idea is to give schools almost a clear to-do list of what they can do to kind of improve their environmental performance. So for instance, the school has paper recycling facilities next to all printer locations. So that's a really basic thing that all schools can do, and you put it there, and they've got it, and then they know to do that. What else do I have? The team has ensured that all staff know how to print and copy double-sided. So it's also about reducing waste. So yeah, this launched in October at the schools, and so far I've been working to get them all set up. And yeah, schools are signing on to the workbook, and I'm driving it in parallel with Eco Schools. So I've got I liaise with the Eco coordinator and get the Eco team to kind of take the Green Impact workbook on. And they're slowly starting to work through it, and they've started completing actions. And it's taking off. It seems to be working. So yeah, that's good. And one of the other things I've been doing sort of in parallel with this is because it's behavior change, it's sort of aimed at everyone who uses the school buildings, all stakeholders. So I've been trying to find ways to engage people beyond just the Eco team. So like head teachers, deputy heads, cleaning staff, catering staff, facilities management, business management. I don't know if you're familiar with the ISM model of behavior change, but it's basically an approach to breaking down a specific behavior into the individual social and material factors that influence it. And on the basis of that framework, we've started rolling out workshops at the schools on specific topics. And recently, one of our schools told us that they had an issue with recycling in the dining hall. They had bins set up, but no one was using them, and there was always a lot of trash at the end of the day. So we decided to have an ISM workshop on that specific topic. So why do and do not pupils recycle in the dining hall? So we got the deputy head and the catering supervisor, the facilities manager, about 10 students, and the Eco coordinator. I think that's everyone. And we just got them in a room together and went through the individual social and material factors that determine why they recycle and why they don't. And it was really good. It was really positive. We came out with some really constructive ways forward. So this is an example of some of the outcomes. So they proceeded to improve bin labeling, change the bin location so that they're more accessible, and kind of go with the flow of students out of the dining hall. In terms of procurement, the catering manager brought up the issue of packaging and maybe trying to procure stuff that just has less packaging to start with. It's launched a student-driven campaign to promote recycling, so they're quite excited. They've got posters, and they're going to do assemblies and all sorts of stuff to kind of raise awareness from the ground up. And they're also going to do waste audits to provide feedback on how the project is actually going. So yeah, that was quite a positive way, I think, to engage the school with their waste issues and find a solution going forward. And that's everything. This is my colleague, John McCune, so she is the Waste Strategy Support Officer. She delivers all the waste education, so if you have any questions about that, email her there. And my name is Georgina Maseraki, so you can talk to me.